I was expecting rum. Prince William's shock at Remembrance Service drink prank. Prince William could have had his throat burnt during this morning's Submariners Remembrance Service and parade as he risked of downing a sip of an unexpected drink to honor the fallen ahead of Remembrance Day. The Duke of Cambridge lightened the mood following the annual somber service, revealing one of the veterans attending the ceremony tried to put a shot of Jägermeister in his hip flask containing rum, which would have resulted in a burning Jaeger bomb. Prince William toasted the fallen with a sip from a small silver flask at the end of a touching service at Middle Temple Gardens on Embankment, in London. However, the drink could have been harder to swallow than he had imagined, as the 36-year-old prince tried to explain himself. When asked if he had bought a drink along, the prince said, "I'll never be asked twice about drinking, it's very important." They tried to put a Jaeger bomb in it. Imagine my surprise, burnt my throat. The memory of the prank stayed with Prince William throughout the day, as he spoke about it also later on. During the reception, while he was chatting with guests, the third in line to the throne was seen taking out the flask to better tell the story again. He said, "They tried to put Jaeger bomb instead of rum. That would have sorted me out. I was expecting rum and got a Jaeger bomb." During the yearly service in memory of submariners who lost their lives in the war, Prince William laid a remembrance wreath at the foot of the military drums on display, before stepping back to pay his respects by bowing his head. Surrounded by veterans and their families, the prince was dressed in a burgundy tie and navy blue overcoat where he appointed some of the military accolades he gained during his career in the Royal Air Service, RAF, together with a red remembrance poppy. Prince William was admitted to the Royal Military Academy in Sandhurst in January 2006. 3 years later, he was transferred to the RAF and was promoted to flight lieutenant. He served as a pilot until July 2017, when he left the army to assume a more active role in the royal family on behalf of his grandmother, the Queen. Embankment became the venue for the Submariners Remembrance Service and Parade in 1923, after the monument to the silent service was placed between Blackfriars Bridge and Waterloo Bridge. The stunning statue depicts a submarine cruise, truth and justice in human form, 40 anchor-shaped wreath hooks, and it lists the submarines lost in the 2 world wars. William's royal engagement represented just one of the many ceremonies and initiatives coming up this week to honor the victims of all wars. Next Sunday, on November 11th, the National Service of Remembrance will be held at the Cenotaph on Whitehall, in London. Last year, for the first time, Prince Charles carried out the duty of laying a wreath while the Queen followed the solemn ceremony from the balcony of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office next to his husband, Prince Philip. And it comes after Prince William's wife Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, paid a surprise visit to London's Imperial War Museum, on the opposite side of the Thames. There, the Duchess saw letters about 3 brothers of her great-grandmother, all of whom fought and died in action within the first 2 years of the World War I.